Hey guys, I thought I'd make a quick video. I've just been to the gym. If you see my live video yesterday, I was talking about why you should travel when you're doing day game and how Birmingham and Liverpool was my review of them. So the topic of today is your SMV. So what does that stand for you guys that don't know what SMV means? This means your sexual market value. So my computer's a little bit fucked up. I'm just trying to get it fixed at the moment. So how can you increase your SMV? So most people think it's just fixed. You know, you're born with a certain look, and out of 10, yeah, you consider yourself a 6 or whatever. But we're very lucky as guys that we can actually change our SMV, our sexual market value. It's not static. Especially as you get older as a guy, it will increase with time. But what can you actually do to implement some things in your life to actually make you more of an attractive guy? So one thing that you can do to become a more attractive guy is focus on your health. You can increase your looks to a certain extent. Start hitting the gym. Start to go 3 times a week. Start to follow, I recommend the 5x5 program, strong lifts. That will be great. So bench press, deadlifts, squats, pull-ups. If you look more, I'm getting there, slowly. But yeah, if you get into good shape, obviously that's going to have an effect. Women are going to respond better to you. If you take care of yourself, you're going to have more self-respect for yourself, and women will respect you more. That doesn't mean you need to become obsessed, completely obsessed with it and have this Jersey Shore squeaky clean look, and you think the women are just going to open you, because there's a lot of guys who are very muscly, whatever, jacked, but they can't approach. They've got no confidence. So that doesn't mean shit, but it does help. It definitely helps you having more self-respect for yourself. Not only that, it also helps you mentally. So it helps make your mind sharp. You get all these endorphins, dopamine. So that's one thing you can do, guys. Start hitting the gym. That is in your control. Also, get a haircut. I can talk, but just growing it at the moment. Get a haircut. Start to improve your fashion, your sense of style. These things are in your control. Your facial structure, your just the way you look. You can't control that necessarily. Your height. You can do a little thing like get height increasing shoes. That might help add an inch or 2 to your height. But these things you predominantly cannot control. But you can control getting a haircut, good style, hitting the gym. These things you have direct control over. So say you're a overweight guy now, you've got poor fashion. You can go get a stylist, get a mate who's knowledgeable of fashion, go out, improve your style, get jacked for the summer, and to help you think clearer, and you're going to get better. You're going to get women checking you out more, basically. What's another thing you can do to improve your SMV? You can, well, what we teach here is learned SMV. So you can start to go out and improve your charisma, your confidence, your seduction skills, your social intelligence. These things are learned, A natural guy who's good with women, he wasn't born like that. He must have learned at a young age from a mentor or someone around him. So basically go out, do day game every week. And this is going to improve your social intelligence, go on dates, like try and go on a date if you can once a week. Start improving your seduction skills, your charisma, confidence. You're straight away delivering your value like a laser beam. When you do day game, you're delivering that value. That's why if you look shit, you've got bad fashion, you're overweight, you're going to be delivering less value than you could. If you work on these areas, you're going to just improve these things. So yeah, go out, practice the learned skills of day game, which is, your open, strong, close, practice seduction on the dates. Guys get this mixed up. They think that Basically, the structure is attraction, comfort, seduction. So on the street, when you go out and do your day game sessions, guys, start off with attraction. You don't want to go in and be Mr. Bland, Mr. Boring, Mr. Logical, asking lots of questions. So start off with teasing, challenging. Obviously, when you've done this a long time, you can break the rules. But for guys just starting out, they need a basic framework. Go in with attraction, then comfort, and then on the date, if she comes on a date, you need to assume she already likes you. So just build a bit of rapport, and then just go into seduction, guys. So that's another thing you can do. You can do day game or night game if you prefer that. But this is a day game. I'm teaching day game here on this channel. Another thing you can do to improve your SMV: start a martial art. Start hanging around more masculine friends. Because if you start to do martial arts, you're going to exhibit more confidence. You know that you can protect yourself if some shit kicks off. You can fuck up the guy next to you. It's not an ego thing. It's just building that confidence in yourself, which will make you don't need to go and prove stuff to other people. You feel very grounded within yourself. Guys who are not confident feel like they need to go around showing off, trying to start on people because they're not secure in themselves. So start a martial art. I've personally done judo in the past for 1.5 years. That was good. And you can start BJJ or MMA, whatever you prefer. Just it will help you build that masculine vibe, which is key for day game. You need to build that sense of polarity, man to woman vibe. So having martial arts will really help with your confidence. So that's another thing you guys can control. And yes, start hanging out with winners in your life. If your friends are all broke, you're going to become fucking broke. So, surround yourself with people who are ahead of you, who will level you up in life. Because if you're surrounded by zeros, you're going to also become a zero. So people who are on the path, they want to grind, they're hustling, be around people who are challenging you. I don't want to be the smartest guy in the room. I want to be learning all the time from other people. So if your friends are just moaning, they're not challenging you, and they're not leveling up, ask yourself, what am I doing with these people? Find some. The reason I say masculine friends is because they'll also give you that masculine frame. If you're hanging around beta males who are moaning, complaining about women in life, how do you think that's going to affect you? It's not going to do you any good, guys. So you'll meet these guys through meetup groups, can be forums. There are weirdos on forums, and also in the martial arts clubs you can meet some cool guys as well. What's another area you guys can work on to increase your SMV is your lifestyle. So if you're currently working a job which you don't enjoy, then build a side hustle on the side. Start your own sort of YouTube channel. It could be a personal brand, or you could start your own business. There are no excuses in today's society. If you're doing a shit 9 to 5, which you hate, and job stands for just over broke, then build a side hustle on the side at the same time, and design a business around the kind of lifestyle that you want to live, and that will be very attractive to women. And also, just do it for your fucking self. Don't do it for the women. Do it for yourself. If you want to, travel, figure out how much you need to make to live that kind of lifestyle, and then just build up a side hustle. And when that side hustle starts to take off, just quit your job. There aren't any excuses. If your friends are moaning about their jobs and women, cut them off. Cut them off. You don't want these negative people in your life. Stop fucking wasting time with people who don't really truly want the best for you. And because if you meet a hot woman, you introduce her to your friend, you think she's going to be impressed when you show her the losers you're hanging around with? No, not attractive. Surround yourself with winners, guys. What else can you do to improve SMV? Another thing you can do, guys, is you can start reading books, start educating yourself. and yeah, basically, start reading, start getting mentors in your life, and that will make you more intelligent. So when you're having a conversation on a date with a woman, she will be like, oh shit, this guy's really well-rounded, he's got a lot of knowledge, he's not fucking thick, he knows what he's talking about. So again, this is why you need to start educating yourself, reading books, do online courses, and surround yourself with people who are much more intelligent than you. Again, that comes back to friends, people who level you up in life. So yeah, you can also do meditation, guys. Join a meditation group or start doing it. There's many apps you can use. This will help you be more grounded within yourself, and yeah, makes you more relaxed and calm. So I think meditation is a great thing you can do as well to make you more confident. How to get same day lay. My computer's a bit messed up. I think it says how to get a same day lay. Yeah, so how you get a same day lay is, I think I've explained this before. You just approach the girl normal, give the compliment, and then you say, oh, I've just got like a spare 10 minutes. I was going to grab a quick coffee. Do you want to join me? And then just start walking ahead, assume she will follow you. And she'll be like, oh yeah, kind of find out, what are you up to right now? And if the girl's like, oh, I'm not doing much, I'm just walking around, blah, 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 be like, okay, cool, I've got a spare 10 minutes, give the time constraint. Would you like to join me for a quick coffee? She'd be like, oh yeah, sure. Then go for the coffee, and then on it, obviously you can extend it and find out what she's up to. If she's not doing anything, look out for girls who are walking slowly, dreamy tourists. This is the key. You don't really want to be asking a girl for an instant date who's walking a million miles an hour because she's obviously in a rush. So spot out for girls who are dreamy, kind of relaxed, and they're the kinds of girls you'll get on instant dates. Then when you're on instant date, you can start off in a coffee shop sitting opposite if you want, and then after that, bounce her to a venue where you're sitting side by side so you can start the seduction. So another thing you guys can do to increase SMV is I'm just thinking what else you can do. So yeah, basically it's down to sexual market value. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, ask yourself, what are you currently? And if you're like, oh, I'm only a 6, then what can you do to get to your version of a 10? Because if you want to attract a woman who you perceive to be a 10, then ask yourself, am I a 10? And if you're not a 10 right now, then you're probably not going to feel entitled to that woman who you consider a 10. It all comes down to the entitlement, guys. If you don't feel entitled, she's going to feel subconsciously that you don't feel you're worthy. So you've got to be doing the work. Start chasing excellence and stop chasing women so much. It's a balance. Go out, do your day game, but when you're not doing day game, be smashing the gym, be building the kind of life you love. Because do you really think a girl who's a 10 is going to want to come into a shitty reality with negative friends, you're 30% body fat, and you hate your job, and your friends are all losers? No. Or don't be the weird guy who's running around doing day game who's got nothing going on outside of it. And on the other hand, you don't want to be a guy who just meditates but doesn't go out, just sits in his room humming and hawing with a candle. That's bullshit. No, you need to go out, take massive action, but at the same time, whilst you're doing day game, be really working on these other areas. Because that is the most attractive thing to a woman, is a competent man who can take care of himself, and provide for himself, and is surrounded by winners. She's going to be massively turned on by that. Yeah, this computer's messed up. So yeah, if you can, actually, I recommend hitting the gym first thing in the morning. Get it out of the way, because you want to go when it's quiet and no one is around. And the best time I found to doing day game is around 4 or 5 p.m. in the evening. It's just rush hour. Go out, do it there. And on Saturday, Sundays are the best days as well as Thursday, Friday. These are the best days for gaming. So yeah, I'll just leave it another minute or two, and then I'm gonna log off. If you got any other questions. Oh yeah, another thing obviously I didn't mention is get your habits in order. So have some structure in your life. Make sure your nutrition is on point. This will help you lose body fat and get your sleep down. So make sure you've got a regular routine and a structure, because you don't want to be too available. So during the week, make sure that you for example, say you're working on a side hustle or business, make sure, say Monday to Thursday, I'm not going on any dates. And then my days for dates are Friday and Saturday. But besides that, I'm busy. So if a girl says, "Oh, can you meet me for a drink on Wednesday?" You're like, "No, I'm busy, sorry." Because you generally are busy. You don't want to be too available for women. This is a massive turn off. So make sure you've got shit going on. And you're working every day you wake up. You've got something you've got to be doing to move you towards your project, because there's nothing more unattractive than a complacent guy. So yeah, make sure you've got that structure in your week. And you know, if your friends are you basically pick up other people's habits. So if your friends have got shit habits, you're going to subconsciously pick up these poor habits. So make sure you're around people who have the kinds of habits you would want to become, you want to adopt in your life. And also ask yourself the question, would I want to trade places with this guy? Would I want to be like him? If the answer is no, then you're probably around the wrong people. You know, learn from different people in different areas. Some people have knowledge in dating or business, and just be a student, be humble to learn that. Don't have a fucking massive ego and think you know everything, because that's gonna fuck you over. But that's it, guys. Just before I make that video, and you can work on your SMV, you can improve it. It's not static. We are lucky as guys, our value will go up over time. So we are aging like red wine, women age like milk, unfortunately. So be happy that you can change these things, and don't get hung up on looks. Guys think it's all about looks and all this bullshit, having a square jaw and six pack. These things help a little bit, but if you can't open, you've got no confidence, it means fuck all. You know, it's your job to initiate the approach. Women aren't going to approach you unless she's probably like a lady boy or something. Very rare anyway. So these things help. Just try and do everything you can to improve each area, but just don't rely on looks. They're just an opener. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.